Okay class, so for this video we will talk about angles. So what is an angle? So it is a union of two non-collinear rays that have the same endpoint. The common endpoint is called the vertex, while the rays are referred to as the sides of the angle. So there are two parts, sides and vertex. So again, we need two non-collinear rays. The rays must not form one line and that their endpoints must be common. So if we look here class at the figure on the left, this is an example of an angle. As you can see, one ray points up and the other ray somewhat points to the right, and this is actually ray KO pointing to the right. And as you see, the endpoint of KO is K, and the endpoint of KA, also ray KA rather, is also K. So they are having a common, or they share the common endpoint K. So the angle's vertex therefore is vertex K. Do not forget to name it vertex and then the letter K. For the sides, we will just call them according to its name. So again, for this angle, the sides will be named ray KA or ray KO. Sometimes it's also called side KA and side KO. So moving forward, other than the parts of an angle, we also have class the so-called parts of the um, plane where an angle is being formed. So there are two parts, interior and exterior. So interior basically is the set of points between the rays that make up an angle, and the set of points that are not on the interior nor the angle, that's what we call the exterior. So let me just show you. So if you remember that rays are extending infinitely in one direction, so these two rays are actually infinite, and we can see that the shade there, no, that is the interior of the angle. The exterior, on the other hand, is the one that is not on the interior. So the white part here of the plane of the slide is what we refer to as the exterior. So again, if you remember the plane separation postulate, there are three sets here: the interior set, the exterior, and do not forget the third set. The angle itself contains points as well, and that's the third set. Moving forward, we also have rules in naming an angle. So we need to use capital letters, 3 specifically, where the middle is the vertex and the other two are points on each of the sides. So again, for the example earlier, this angle is actually named angle AKO or angle OKA, or we can use the symbol of the angle and then the name, 3 capital letters, where the center, here the center, the middle letter should be the vertex. And as you can see class, K here is the vertex of the angle. So do not put the vertex on any of the sides. You must always use the vertex or the middle letter on naming angles. And the other way of naming angles class is by using an assigned number in the interior of an angle. So for example, as you see here that the interior, there is this number 1. So with that, we can also name this angle class a angle 1. Alright. So the angles can also be classified according to their measures. So if the angle falls between 0 and 90 degrees, that would be here. If you look at your protractor, it's on this region. So that's these are the acute angles. And the second one is what we call right. So it has a measure of exactly 90 degrees. So for any angle, if you measure and you get 90 degrees as automatic, we refer them as right angles. And third is called obtuse. So obtuse has a measure between 90 and 180. So right here, the darker shaded part. So obtuse will be found on this region. So that's it's between 90 and 180. So to continue